All right, so this again is another recap of the best of 2020. So you can really go out of this year with a ton of actionable advice that you can carry forward to 2021 to really just take grasp, push yourself forward, be in control of your outcome. Let's do this.
We've got to quantify your day, meaning we've got to sit down and we've got to make a list. And I use Trello to do this because I think Trello is a fantastic tool. There are various reasons. So I use, for my big goals, I write them down because statistically we can show that when you write something down, physically write it down, you increase your chances by 43% of it actually happening just by writing it down. So I think there's a lot of power to that. So I don't like using everything digitally. Like, I love tool stacks and I love being able to use technology and what have you, but I just want to make that point.
I didn't write really nice things about it in my book. In fact, I said, look, this is the kind of stuff that comes out of academia. Try doing it in practice. Try taking 4% for the next 25 years, retiring at 29, and putting a bunch of money away. What happens when you have a pandemic? The ironic thing is, at the beginning of the pandemic, I read an article in the New York Times about all these people who were implementing FIRE and were now out looking for part-time jobs because it didn't quite work out. So, one of my watchwords is avoid all that noise, turn all that noise down, start at the beginning. Chapter 1, Psychology of Money.
I think you have to act as if. So I was talking to someone about direct mail the other day, and they sent out a bunch of direct mail and they were too scared to answer the phone. So, true story. So I had this conversation. I said, the absolute worst thing they can do is hang up on you. It's not like you're going to be embarrassed in a public restaurant. So part of it is owning the experience. Sit up straight. Pretend you've done this 100 times. And if you don't know the answer, say, I'm going to check that out and get back to you.
It's like, it's okay to fail because life is not going to be perfect. But what led me to being the number one door-to-door salesperson is is taking away my ego out of the situation. Because when you would knock on a door, people would come out and cuss at you. They would do all these things. And instead of me getting like upset and being like, oh, that person's dumb, like I had to go, I put myself empathetic in their shoes. How would I feel if somebody's knocking on my door? When I put myself in their shoes, I was able to, overcome that customer's objections just because of the simple fact that I took myself out of the equation. Hey, I'm here as a servant, right? I believe that whoever serves well is going to live well. And that's the way that I take to every single one of my, businesses and opportunities. And that's really what it led down to.
I think a lot of people don't understand abundance, and I think if you understand abundance, if you understand how much is really out here, how resourceful this world really is. If you understood that, you would never be jealous of another person because your blessings have nothing to do with anybody else. In fact, if you do the right things, your blessings will come your way. And if you don't understand that, you're going to be jealous.